morning, third grade. Today is Monday, May 18th, and I want to go over what you did last week, because what you did last week is preparation for this writing assignment that we're going to be working on and really getting into this week. So last week, you were asked to listen to a video that just explained persuasive writing. And if you remember from last week, I said to you, it starts with an opinion, but the opinion has to be backed up with reasons, because when it's backed up with reasons, then your writing becomes stronger. And then on Thursday of last week, I asked you to go in and use a couple of links. And one link was a link about having a pet and the things that you have to think about when you decide on a pet. And the other link was to write down the pet that you think was the best choice for your family. So today we're going to take that and we're going to start to do some brainstorming. And you're going to come up with some reasons for the pet that you selected. So we know that pets bring joy, fun, and comfort to families. Pets become part of our family as though it's a member of our family. We know that, and that's very true. But pets are a big responsibility. And when we say they're a big responsibility, we know that they're fun, we know that we can play with them, we know that they're cute, but when we're deciding on the pet that's best for our family, we have to keep the idea of responsibility in mind. And under responsibility, there really are two things to think about. One is the care that might be required for that particular pet. And you have to think about if your family is ready to do that care, because all animals, like people, need certain types of care. And it might be something to do with how they eat, or something to do with how they sleep, or something to do with taking them to the vet. So caring for a pet is part of the responsibility, and it's always something you have to consider when you're deciding on a pet. The next thing is the cost. Some pets are relatively inexpensive to take care of, but some pets can be quite expensive depending on their needs. So thinking about care and cost is important when you're deciding on the best pet for your family. Okay, so we're going to think about what that best pet was. And you received this from Mrs. May in the weekly notes that she sends out to the parents. And this is what I want you to be working on today. So what I'm going to do is show you how to do it. I'm going to show you a model for how I did it. And then I'd like you to work on this today. And then on Thursday, when we meet up again, Thursday is going to be taking what you have here and selecting certain parts to put into sentences that'll form your first paragraph. So this is called a cluster. It's an organizer. It's a way to get your ideas down before you write any paragraph. So you want to put your name up here on the name line, and then in the middle, that middle box is going to be the pet that you have selected. And all of these circles, there's 6 that come out of the middle square, are going to be the reasons why that pet that you put in the middle here is going to be the best pet for your family. So this is what you're going to be working on today. I am going to show you how I did it and the pet that I selected. So I followed the instructions that I just told you. I put my name up here in the name line. In the middle, I have decided that for my family, a fish is the best kind of pet. So in this box, in this square, it says a fish is the best kind of pet for my family. That's the one that I selected. Now, I have to have reasons to back up my opinion. So when I'm writing my sentences, I'm going to rely on the things that are in the circles to help me explain why that fish is the best one. So the first one I have up here are, a fish is the best one for my family because they're not expensive. Another one is fish don't make a lot of noise. They're calm and they're quiet. Fish can come in different shapes and sizes and colors. So there's a variety in fish. Fish don't need a lot of supplies or equipment. So I don't have to buy, or my family doesn't have to buy a lot of things to keep a fish happy. Fish are generally very clean and fish are playful. So these are some of the reasons that I'm going to rely upon when I begin my first paragraph. So what I want you to do is I want you today to take your organizer, which is blank when you begin it, and I want you to do something just like I did today. I want you to have your sentence in the middle. So whatever that animal is that you think is best for your family, you put that in a sentence in that square. And then you're going to come up with 6 reasons for why that particular pet is the best choice. Now, if you are stuck, you could go back to the video that I sent you from last week, from last Thursday, that you could go to that link, and it gave you some good information about choosing a pet. So today's work is to get your cluster done, and then on Thursday, we are going to take our cluster and we are going to put some of this information into sentences to form our introductory paragraph. So remember, for this, we're going to have 3 paragraphs. An introduction that tells about the pet. The middle paragraph, which is our body, that's going to have our reasons. And our last paragraph, which is going to be the conclusion. So you might be asking, why did I pick a fish? Well, let me tell you and let me show you why I picked a fish. Come here, Gigi. Come here. I want you to say hi to the 3rd grade. Come here, come here, come here. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, 3rd grade. Now this is our pet. Does she need to be groomed? Badly. But we haven't been able to get into the groomer because of the stay-at-home order. So I would pick a fish because she's very good with people, but she's very spoiled. So if we brought another doggie into the house, or a cat, I don't think she would do very well with it. So I picked a fish because she can't hurt a fish, and we can still have fun watching the fish play in the aquarium. So say bye. Say bye to the 3rd grade. Say bye, 3rd grade. Say, do a good job. Would you lick the 3rd graders if you could? Yes, you would. Bye, 3rd grade. See you on Thursday.